Alright people, so I just got done seeing a trailer basically for Dragon Ball Z Kai. It premiered at Anime Japan. It's not the best footage or anything, but I will link it to you guys in the description so you can check it out for yourselves. Just a little glimpse of what's going on, and just wanted to give a little bit of my reaction to it and just talk a little bit about what I've seen thus far. So in it, for the most part, is everything that we've seen or whatever. The footage, for the most part, looks very similar to Dragon Ball Z. It doesn't look, and again, this is like from via a TV or anything, so it's not that the greatest quality or whatnot. But the one thing that I did notice, that the Goku versus Majin Vegeta fight did look a little bit different. It looked cleaned up, and it looked like different color paint or something like that. Because remember, these fights, if I'm correct, were made in the old traditional style of animation by hand, painting everything by hand. But nowadays everything is digital, so I could tell that there was a difference in that part. So that part was probably either reanimated or just recolored or something like that to make it look a little bit better and a little bit more HD. So that was what I noticed. But there was something else I wanted to talk about as well, because the Saiyaman part, you get to see like the Great Saiyaman arc or whatever. I remember like hearing that in the manga, because I never like read all the way through the entire Dragon Ball manga, but from my understanding, a lot of it was filler, but not all of it is filler. So I'm curious, how much did they keep and how much did they take out? Because, from what I understood, it was just a lot of like, oh, he's going out on dates. And this was kind of Toriyama's idea of what he wanted the manga to be, which, by the way, I have something interesting to talk about Toriyama. But in the trailer, we see a little bit of the Saiyaman arc. So I'm imagining they're going to keep a little bit of that. So, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, what the fuck? This is filler, because people are a little bit confused as to, is the entirety of the Great Saiyaman arc a filler, or what's up with that? So some of that is indeed canon that was in the manga, because originally, which is kind of, I guess this is like the second half of the manga for Toriyama, he feels as though the adult Gohan stuff is like the second half, like all of Majin Buu, and pretty much he started off, he wanted to make it like comedy, like, seeing Gohan adjust in a different environment and not just constantly training and being homeschooled, and then eventually gradually gets back to the Z world or whatever. So I'm just curious how much of that is going to be in the anime. Overall, they showed a lot of great clips. Again, you can check it out. They got the Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Majin Buu, Goten and Trunks going into Gotenks, fusing. You got Majin Buu just getting his ass kicked. You got a lot of different things in this clip. Gohan, Mystic Gohan, so a lot of good stuff in there, so you can check out, get you a little bit pumped for the return of Kai. But there was also something I wanted to talk about. It was a recent comment in one of the recent magazines. I think it's V-Jump. I'll link it down to you guys as well so you can check it out for yourself. But it was a comment that Akira Toriyama made regarding Z, and I'll read it to you, and I want to know what you guys' thoughts on this is. I'll read it verbatim what he said. The final opponent of Dragon Ball's weekly serialization is Majin Buu. He's round, he's formidable, and he's tenacious. It's a string of battles intense enough for even me, the person writing the comic, to get sick of, and which, now that I'm an old man, I can never draw again. Gohan's funny everyday life in the first half, and the fierce back and forth battles of the second half. Check out both sides, which keeps transforming to become stronger and stronger, and the Genki Dama at the end. Now, I've heard some stories that Akira Toriyama wasn't the most fondest person of the Dragon Ball Z story. He kind of got sick of it, but the man himself has pretty much said that the Buu saga, writing it, and pretty much, I'm guessing it's the extensive amount of it, because I'm sure there were several points where he wanted to finish it, and they kept on, the editors and the fans, yo, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And hearing that comment from Toriyama that this made him sick of the manga, that is really a testament to kind of extending a manga beyond where the mangaka wants to go. Like, let's just say, for example, maybe Naruto, Kishimoto wanted to end it a long time ago, but they kept on pushing him. Yo, sales are still coming in strong. We need you to keep going. It's a possibility Kishimoto could feel the same way about Naruto. It's a possibility that if Oda was pushed this hard and they're telling him to keep going, maybe Oda at one point wanted to end One Piece, or maybe Marineford he felt was going to be the last arc or something. You never really know, of course, what's in his mind. We get the press releases of whatever he says, but you never know where these mangaka really want to end, and with the editors and the fans and whatnot pushing them. And it's just real interesting and sad at the same time that this man, that he probably loved Dragon Ball at one point in the beginning, and just with them pushing him, it made him sick of it. I'd imagine the extensive hours of working, drawing this stuff, because Dragon Ball Z has a lot of work to it. There's the Vegito fights, there's Gotenks, there's all sorts of things, and just to hear that he got sick of it, it's really interesting, and a testament and a statement to mangaka that are being pushed to continue the story after they've already wanted to cancel it, or not cancel it, they wanted to end it. So what do you guys think about that? Toriyama basically got sick of the manga, and at this point he's physically incapable of doing another, continuing the manga someday. Do you think that this is the case with a lot of mangaka, that they just get pushed to the point of like just despising their work? And do you think that it's a good or a bad thing that they deliver more for the fans but at the cost of themselves? Like, what is your whole take on that? Overall, the trailer bomb stuff. Loved it. Can't wait to see this in action. It's like cleaned up Dragon Ball Z, new music, no filler. So we're probably not going to see Hercule and Boo taking a bath together. Good stuff there. But also, what is your take on this whole comment from Toriyama? What's your thoughts on that? It's very interesting to say the least, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these manga, again, like Kishimoto, Oda, Kubo, maybe they wanted to end these manga a long time ago, but they were pushed to keep it going. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait for that Kai. That trailer got me pumped. It's like Goku, Super Saiyan 3, Gotenks, Majin, Buu, Mystic, Gohan. Let's go, baby. ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.